Hi, I'm Gloria Ma. Welcome to XXSYS, a company that is making our infrastructure safer through the use of advanced technologies. We use carbon composites from the defense and aerospace industries in a cost-effective manner to protect bridges from collapsing during earthquakes and from extreme corrosion. This is RoboWrapper, the patent-pending invention that is the heart of our success. Robo has brought XXSYS worldwide recognition as the industry leader in column retrofit with composites. We have been working hard in the last 3 years to become a qualified supplier to the California Department of Transportation, Caltrans. For those patient shareholders, I'm happy to say that we are now approved by Caltrans as an alternate seismic retrofit technique. The company is now transitioning from research and development into commercial operations. In fact, we just received our first Caltrans contract, and we'll be wrapping 6 to 8 columns on Interstate 5 in San Diego later this year. The Caltrans approval has opened up the door to contracts from private sector as well. Our crew has just completed wrapping 32 columns in a parking structure and a column in the atrium court in the Fashion Island Shopping Mall in Newport Beach, California. RoboWrapper went to Utah to retrofit an extremely corroded bridge on I-80 in Salt Lake City to strengthen the bridge and extend its useful life. This project paves the way for XXSYS to enter the multi-billion-dollar bridge rehabilitation market. In the 1995 report to Congress, the Federal Highway Administration identified 1/3 of our bridges as structurally deficient or functionally obsolete. The estimated cost to fix these problems is $78 billion. Now I would like to show you a video which will tell you about the need for our technology, the size of the potential market, and what makes XXSYS unique in meeting this need. After the video, you'll meet the management team.
It was a sunny fall afternoon in Northern California, and no one driving across the Oakland Bay Bridge could ever have foreseen it. A 7.1 earthquake violently shook the bridge, causing a section of the upper deck to collapse onto the lower deck. 63 unsuspecting people on freeway bridges and in other structures died as a result of the Loma Prieta earthquake in 1989. Physical and emotional wounds were barely mended, and the state was still completing repairs when another earthquake raged through California. The 6.7 magnitude Northridge earthquake destroyed 6 major bridges in the greater Los Angeles area and damaged hundreds of other freeway structures. Once again, California had to find hundreds of millions of unbudgeted dollars for the repairs. The cost of human life can never be tallied. The cost to the state to rebuild and upgrade the damaged freeways and bridges is more than $5 billion and still rising. The California Department of Transportation, Caltrans, has estimated that the cost of retrofitting is 10% of what it would cost to rebuild a structure after an earthquake. Most of the problems with freeway bridges in earthquakes come from a lower design standard in bridge columns supporting the superstructure. Bridges built before 1971 have columns with insufficient horizontal reinforcement, called hoop steel. During an earthquake, the strong ground motion causes the concrete to crack and spall away. The hoop steel is inadequate to confine the concrete and the vertical reinforcement, and the bridge column collapses under its own weight. Since 1989, researchers at the University of California, San Diego, UCSD, have shown that external jacketing of the column will confine the concrete, support the vertical reinforcement, and prevent the bridge structure from collapsing. Up until now, steel jacketing was the only method approved and used by Caltrans. But steel is heavy and time-consuming to install. It requires large erection equipment, often causing ramp closures and traffic delays. With each new earthquake, there is an increasing need for better, faster, and less costly retrofitting strategies to make freeway bridges safer. In answer to this need, Caltrans has now approved an alternate jacketing technique using advanced composite materials. This patent-pending seismic retrofit technique is the carbon composite jacket developed by XXSYS Technologies in San Diego. XXSYS believes, and independent testing confirms, that carbon composite jackets are as effective as steel jackets and can be applied in less time and with less cost. The California approval brings confidence to the market and opens the gate to commercial contracts. Acceptance in California paves the way for other states, counties, cities, and private owners of bridges and buildings to also use carbon jackets for retrofitting. The composite jacketing system uses lightweight aerospace carbon fiber filaments, which are pre-impregnated with a resin. The material is automatically wrapped around the bridge column using a computer-controlled winding machine known as robo-wrapper. After it's wrapped, the jacket is heat-cured to convert it from a soft, pliable state to a strong, hard shell. After curing, the carbon jacket is as strong as a steel jacket. While Caltrans has been retrofitting the state's bridge system since the early 1990s, more than 20,000 bridge columns have yet to be retrofitted. That work alone is estimated to cost between $200 to $400 million. Caltrans is incorporating composite jackets into future contracts that meet certain criteria. Composite jackets are estimated to cover 50% of the total retrofitting market. In the long term, XXSYS plans to serve the world's seismic retrofitting market as well. Nowhere was the need for such technology abroad recognized as much as in Kobe, Japan. 1 year to the day after the Northridge earthquake, the sleeping town of Kobe was awakened to the horror of a 6.8 temblor. Several miles of the Hanshin Expressway collapsed, isolating the city. As in California, one of the biggest problems was inadequate hoop steel. Earthquakes are a phenomenon of nature that only become deadly as substandard structures collapse. Robo-Wrapper can upgrade our infrastructure to make it safe in earthquakes. XXSYS carbon jackets will save lives, save time, and save money.
Now that you've seen our technology and understand the need and the size of the market, I'd like to introduce the management team. Dr. Larry Saccone is Vice President of Engineering and Operations. He invented Robo-Wrapper, and we affectionately call him Robo's daddy. Larry holds 5 patents in composite technologies, both in the US and in Japan.
I'm working on Robo 3, the latest generation winding machine for XXSYS Technologies. This machine is specifically designed for parking structures in tight spaces.
Andrew Lampe is our Director of Marketing and Sales. Andy spent 33 years with 3M successfully marketing to the transportation industry.
Most of my time is spent on the phone or on the road, talking with transportation officials and engineers explaining the XXSYS technologies.
Mr. Gregory Hansen is our Chief Financial Officer. In addition to his CPA credentials, Greg is also a certified management accountant.
I spent the last 24 years working for large Fortune 100 companies such as Caterpillar and Ford Motor Company. However, I believe it's a real treat to work for a smaller company such as XXSYS Technologies, where I believe I can make a substantial difference in the area of the financial performance of the company.
Our Executive Vice President, Michelle Mueller, has an MBA degree and over 20 years of experience in management, corporate communications, public relations, and investor relations.
I really enjoy communicating our vision and our direction to employees, shareholders, and members of the press.
For those of you who don't already know me, my strength comes from my scientific background and management skills. I founded the company 10 years ago and have made a significant commitment, both personally and financially, to its success. My family and I have invested over $5 million in cash into XXSYS, and we haven't taken anything out. This is a commitment that we will continue. We have the people, the market, and the technology for the company to grow very rapidly in the next few years. This is an opportunity to get in on the ground floor of a company with excellent growth potentials. I hope you will stop by our booth and see us.